Kia ora, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you to everyone that's joined. Hello, Bird9. Let's see if we can get through all the people that are on at the moment. KK, great vids. Great to see you here. Thank you for jumping in. Joey Bird, welcome in. Thank you. Hey, that's a great suggestion, Joey. Be greatly appreciated if you wouldn't mind. Thank you so much. Pro Gamer, hello, welcome in. Ken Adlam, hello, thank you for joining. And Bart, welcome in. And Nightbot, hello. Sorry, couldn't resist. Think that's everyone, but thank you everyone for being here. Absolutely awesome. So we are back on Saxlingham, and we are going to visit the cows, of course, like we usually do. Yep, you'll DM me on Discord. Thanks, Joey. Joe, sorry. That B sort of disappears in my brain. So, where are we? There's the tractor. Jump in. Oh yeah, nice day on Saxlingham at the moment. Oh, yeah, thank you, and yeah, would appreciate it, Joe. Thanks so much. KK, great vids. What are we doing? Time you harvested your beans? Yeah, that was on our multiplayer stream. This time we're actually going to be sowing some oilseed radish and taking some product to sell, so we can try and boost our income up a little bit more. Definitely not summertime. I don't know, it's a typical English summer, isn't it? Raining? But no, it is October in Saxlingham. So I've got the slippery mod installed at the moment, but I am looking at the beta of realistic RAE or REA Plus, which is meant to be the next version up, and he's added quite a bit in, like physics, mud, that sort of thing. Yeah, tell me what games I play. Yeah, on stream it's predominantly farm sim. Off stream I will play ATS, ETS, and City Skylines. Used to play a lot of Civilization, but it's just too dangerous. I end up playing till about 3 AM in the morning. One more turn. Just one more turn. Yeah, KK, great vids. It's 2:04 a.m. America Eastern Time. I know, mate. You guys are legends for being here. Thank you so much. So, yeah, Giants released a patch today. Completely underwhelming, to be honest. The things that they fixed, one of them should have been fixed with a hot patch. DirectX, that's a PC patch that didn't have to wait for consoles to okay it. It should have been released as a hot patch, hot fix, especially if it was causing crashes, not waiting around till their net patch cycle, you know? And apparently a lot of the major stuff, well, what I consider to be major stuff, wasn't addressed in this patch. Equipment release, yeah, that's always subjective. Some people may be happy to see the old Zeta. For me, it's sort of like it's actually already available as a mod, a third-party mod, or one like it anyway. Tiny windrower. Let's face it, who uses tiny windrowers? And a single row vegetable harvester. Who uses a single row vegetable harvester? I think people use it once and then swear never again and go straight to Colossus. So yeah, hey, yeah, great vids. Yeah, you do City Skylines as well. Yeah. You have you got City Skylines 2, or have you stayed with City Skylines? The City Skylines 2 was immensely disappointing. Hey, Philippa Thompson, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, Wednesday, sorry. Ahead of myself. Yeah, we've got a public holiday on Friday, so I'm sort of thinking, oh, tomorrow's the last day of work, so it must be Thursday. That's not. So yeah, it is Wednesday. Wednesday, we had a patch dropped off. And yeah, once again, horrendous download speed this morning when I tried to install it. And yeah, so I actually waited until I came home tonight after work, and the speed jumped up from, like, it was below 1 megabyte per second right up to 20 megabytes per second. So they just haven't done their load balancing. What about Transport Fever 3, Bird? Yes, I haven't played Transport Fever 2 or 3. I have played Transport Fever and did thoroughly enjoy it, but I think by the time Transport Fever 2 came out, I was well and truly hooked on Farm Sim. So it sort of became, do I spend money on a game I'm not going to play that much? Or do I save my money? And unfortunately, I saved my money. No, you don't have to buy Season 2 for the latest patch to work. So Giants, of course, used it as a chance to advertise their Season 2. But you don't need it. It is just for the base game. There was a separate patch available for Kinleg as well. So no, it's not dependent on you having the season. Getting the seasons will just create more patches for you to do. So this is probably doing some junk in the back end that they're not telling us about to accommodate the new patch. Farmer Cop knows what the DLC will be, and he's quite excited about it. No offense to Farmer Cop, but he does tend to get excited about a lot of things. So I will, wait and see. I'm afraid I'm missing some negativity at the moment. It appears that a lot of major things. I did a quick summary with AI just to get the feel of the different forums and all that, Reddits, and it seems that overall the patch doesn't seem to have broken too much, but it doesn't seem to have fixed a lot either. The Kinleg steam train still runs out of puff and sound as it's going around the loop. Apparently it does it on the first run, then after that fails completely after that. And of course don't get me started about right-hand drive vehicles for the English-Scottish map. Where are they? Yeah, City Skylines Remastered does look good. They are currently working on a City Skylines 2 for console. There's been a lot of interesting things happen with City Skylines. Paradox is, of course, the publisher, and City Skylines was basically the developers of City Skylines, Colossal Order. They have now parted company with City Skylines 2, and a new developer has taken over. So everyone's just waiting to see what will happen. Things were pretty bad under Colossal Order, so it's sort of like, it seems like, things can't get any worse, but will they get better? Yeah, City Skylines 2 is a really good game, but there's a lot of mechanics that aren't working properly. And some of the things that the developers were focused on, like the people that walk around the city streets were all individuals. They weren't just carbon copies and all that. and they were modelling them right down to them having teeth. Like, no one really gets down that close to them. Joseph Katuku, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. But yeah, I had to laugh. One of the fixes in this patch for today was they fixed the mudguards on the New Holland and the Kinleg map, which was exactly the same thing they had in the original patch. That they fixed the mudguards, so obviously they couldn't have fixed it. But yeah, I still think one of the fixes should have been a hot patch. It was a PC only. I don't think DirectX is used by consoles. So if it was causing crashes, why were they waiting? Yeah, Bert, that was the problem. They seemed to think everyone cared about them looking that detailed, and yeah, there was just so many things broken on it, and patches were breaking things, and yeah, and fundamental mechanics like people were going homeless because they were going broke. So the fix for that was to stop landlords charging rent. Wasn't really a fix. So it has definitely had its problems. Hey, Cher, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Yeah, I have to keep reminding myself it is Wednesday. Here you go, tea for everyone. Yes, Cher, I did. Thank you. Looked awesome. So just going to plant some oilseed radish. So I was actually going to skip through these 2 days, but decided seeing I'm going to be planting oilseed radish, I might as well just carry on. Yeah, you played Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty 4, Farm Sim 15, City Skylines, NASCAR, and Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft is awesome. I've actually spent a lot of time in Minecraft, but not so much now. I had a bit of a computer meltdown and I lost all my worlds, and I'd actually done some pretty incredible things on the worlds. I'd built big tunnels between islands, and Yeah, and it was just, yeah, all gone, unfortunately. You can play the song if you want to. Yeah, okay then. Let's get this guy working on this. Nothing like hard work. I could watch it for hours. So we have got some grain that we could sell as well. Ah, the Lego. Oh, I haven't seen those pictures, Share. Sorry, I've only seen the stream that we did the other night. So yeah, I haven't actually been on Discord today. It was part of some you inherited. Ah, awesome. Wrong button. Driving a truck, don't flip it over. Yeah, I'm good at that. There is a reason why I don't live stream ATS and ETS, much as I'd like to. It's just the damage model in ATS and ETS is rather expensive. And reading chat and driving, we all know how that goes for me. You've already got that one, which is why you're donating it. Oh, nice, yeah. I'll definitely have a look on Discord. Hey, Eric, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Been great to see FS Farmer back on streaming again. Missed my turning. Never mind. Let's go in here and turn around. Try not to tip the truck over. Yeah, sounds like he's been quite under the weather, so it is good to have him back streaming again. He does an entertaining stream. All right, let's load up some butter. Yeah, I just saw the Lego there, Share. Looks awesome. Like a class. Yeah, Share. Once subscribed, you're not going anywhere. Yeah, I was the same. I don't. Not unless they do something that I question as being inappropriate or something like that. Yeah, Share. Would never say no to that. Um, uh, Let me know how much you'd like for it and, packaging and that sort of thing. Yeah, I do like class tractors. Yeah, I think it's probably Massey, Voltra, and then class. Maybe case after that. Then JCB, I guess. I don't know. JCB before case. That's a tough one. That one. How would you guys rate the tractors? Which ones are your favourite tractors? Yeah, sounds good there, Cher. Hey, KK, great vids. Yeah, John Deere all the way. Maybe with the exception of case. Yeah, fair enough, mate. For me, John Deere was everyone was so excited when John Deere came into the game, and I was sort of thinking I think they're just a bit overrated. And then one of the guys that used to come in a lot, she drove a John Deere in real life, and he said all it ever does, it had a broken handbrake switch, so you'd have the handbrake off, but it would still think the handbrake's on, so it would beep at him all the time. And the cost to repair that was just astronomical. And then I saw something about how John Deere were making it impossible for farmers to fix their own tractors. And I was sort of thinking, yeah, I don't know, it's like John Deere's fast becoming not my favourite tractor for those reasons. But I know there's a lot of John Deere around where I live. The local council has a lot of John Deeres. But yeah, I thought you had to be either red or green. You couldn't be both, could you? All right, we may not have any more butter hidden away in the factory. And yeah, before you ask, this is as hard as it looks. And no, I'm not doing it as well as a professional forklift driver does. I've seen them stack pallets like this right next to each other. You get someone that's a good forklift driver and they can just put things exactly where they want them. And I am definitely not a good forklift driver, as you can probably tell. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a chance to watch my new video that I put out in Kinlag. Left it on a bit of a cliffhanger, I know. I've actually already recorded the next video. We will release it on Monday again to everyone, but members only beforehand. And I have tried a new way of doing the field work. So instead of doing a time lapse where everything's sped up and all that, I've tried something a bit different. I've actually taken a lesson from the herd. I was quite impressed with how he did his time lapse, so I'm thinking of doing the same thing. So that might be something to look forward to on Monday. Calling a cliffhanger. Call of Duty Ghost campaign. They were supposed to make a Ghost too. Yeah, that could be like what, GTA 6, isn't it? Bit of a running joke, isn't it? GTA 6. That's right, keep forgetting it's impossible to close the curtain without starting the truck. Because that is so realistic. driver will never pull the curtain closed until he started the air conditioning up first. It's a joke. I'm convinced that it's not going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, so the good news is I've actually got an appointment with a specialist about the hay fever, so hopefully I might start getting better. Hey, SFRR, welcome in. Sorry, I've been missing your messages. Sorry about that. I was focusing too much on the forklift. So, yeah, the right-hand truck on Mod Hub. Yeah, that man truck by Black Sheep Modding. Is that the one you're talking about? Absolutely fantastic. Love it to bits. I just had the trailers set up here, so that's why I've gone for this one. But yeah, I definitely do like that one. Absolutely fantastic for Kinlake. Yeah, your messages are getting through. Just I'm just yeah, distracted. So yeah, wasn't seeing them. My apologies. Yeah, SF, it just shows it is easy to do and to do well. But yeah, clients just don't seem to be interested in it. And what's good is it's actually for console as well, so that's even better. Yeah, end of the month SF, which is surprised me. I expected a lot longer wait, so quite happy with that. But yeah, thanks for that, SF. Appreciate the kind thoughts. I am convinced that there's something at work that's causing it, because I've only really had it since I went back into the office. Before I went back into the office, I was working on site with a client, and I was with them all last summer, and I had absolutely no problem with hay fever. I started in the office sort of like I think I started back in the office about September, October. And I started feeling crook from about then. No, Ken, that was a very kind person called Bex in Australia. She had done that mod and had put she asked me for my logo, and then she put it in that signage for me. So yeah, hence the reason for the magpies, because she is Australian, so she likes the sound. So yeah, she hasn't released it on any sites. So I wouldn't want to make it available for other people without her permission. Hey, Joe, no, I haven't had a chance to yet, mate. I'll have to do it after the stream, sorry, mate. But yeah, looking forward to hearing it. I did see it there, though. Thank you. Yeah, so next month we'll have to think about moving the cows into the cow shed, and of course we'll have to sell some off, and we've got to sell all the calves off too that we won't be keeping. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a boost in income, I think. Yep, I will do. Thanks, Ken. Right, so I think we've only really got one place to sell stuff. Farmers market, and butter goes to farmers market. Surprise, surprise. Hey, Share, you should be chatting to us on Sunday. No more silent Share. Nice. Yeah, I might have to incorporate that new Zeta, I suppose. You've linked Discord to your Xbox. Yeah, that's not easy, is it? Man. I tried to work it out for my daughter, and it was a little like, can't we just have an app and, you know? Yeah, Joey, you've linked your Discord to your PS. Nice. I haven't tried that. I've only done it for the Xbox, and yeah, that drove me nuts. Yeah, Share. So we'll be on the Polish map, but we're trying to do a bit of small equipment farming. And do a bit more other farm work rather than just harvesting. Although it was fun just harvesting, I'll have to admit. Yeah, we've done with Arkansas for now. We've sort of done all the weird and wonderful crops, so all right. That gave us a nice welcome bit of income. Like I say, when I sell the cows, that'll probably be a nice bit of income too. Yeah, hang on, Share. I'll just get the name of it for you. Sorry, people, we'll be back shortly. Mods, there we go. So yeah, we might do that one until we get a good English map out again, I think. There is some good English maps that I think should be cross-play, so yeah, it'd be good to maybe do some of that. Now, where is that map? Here we go. A relatively small map, like in size, but it is a 2x map, so hey KK, great vids, no worries, mate. I'm similar. I'll just sort of lurk in there and you know, give the watch time for people. So yeah, that's the map there, Share. It's about 600 megabytes in size, so not too big. See, I haven't done a Polish map yet, so it's probably time I did. Yet joining details will be the same. I'll keep the joining details the same unless you know, some scallywags get hold of it and I decide that I don't particularly want them, and I'll kick them out of Discord, and then we'll just put the new username and server name in the Discord. But so far we haven't had any scallywags. For those of you that may not be familiar with the term scallywag, it basically means a cheeky beggar. I should go drop the trailer off. Hey Ken, yep, catch you later, mate. Check out the Argsy live stream. Got to see if he's finished his class time by yeah, yeah. Last time I saw, he's still a ways off. I think he'd actually ended up dropping a whole lot on the floor, or was that a stream before? Couldn't quite remember, but yeah, he dropped a whole lot on the floor and decided that was time to end the stream. So yeah, he's still a little ways off on that one. It's a massive combine, that one. It's a big model. But yeah, say hi from me. Just to remind everyone, if you haven't hit the like button yet, if you could, that would be great. It helps with the channel and tells YouTube to maybe share it out with other people. Hey, and thank you to our newest subscriber. Welcome to the Kiwi clan. Hope your Wednesday is going well. Hey, Shan, no worries. Not worried about things like that. In fact, my family would probably be thankful. I keep all my boxes and I end up having a whole heap of empty boxes sticking around when you don't need empty boxes. Right, let's and see how that seed is doing. I just saw something flashed up, but missed it. Hey, share, not the box, it's what's inside, definitely. Right, so has he finished or has he run out? Field was limed. I'm not seeing any lime spots around. So, some news from ATS and ETS. That's American Truck Simulator and European Truck Simulator. They're bringing out a road trip DLC, which has... Now this is going to make a lot of farmers and people very, very angry. Ram and Ford trucks, like the pickup trucks, yeah, the utes, not the big ones, but you know the farm ones. And so you know, if ATS and ETS can get them, why hasn't Giants? Yeah, everyone thought, oh great, we've got Ford tractors, that means we'll have Ford trucks. But no, they didn't do that. And, you know, the American market and New Zealand market even, we have the big Rams and Ford trucks here as well. Pickups, that is. And, you know, the American market has been screaming out for that for years. Hey, BJ. Sid, welcome in. Yeah, that's because you're on our vertical stream, mates. There is a pinned link in the top that'll take you through to the horizontal, which will be which will probably show up a lot better if you're on a computer. So the vertical is basically for people on phones that want to hold their phone upright instead of turning it sideways. because apparently it's really hard to turn a phone sideways. And the reason why we have the vertical stream is because YouTube tends to push it out, as you've probably noticed. Because you found me on the vertical. Now, is it a good time to sell our barley and... I might go and top up the canola. Let's take the old Fiat for a drive because it reminds me of an old Bedford I used to drive. Probably similar age. So yeah, this would be a great starting mod for an English map if it was a flatbed, but unfortunately it's not a flatbed. I have to admit, I had a video come up on my feed about an Australian guy that goes around farms and all that, picking up the deserted equipment. And he managed to find an old Bedford, TK Bedford, like I used to drive when I was younger. Yes, I am that old. Although, let's be fair, it was an old truck when I was driving, okay? So I'm not that old. But yeah, he got it all working. It was, yeah, petrol engine, like the one I drove. Gearbox and all that, exactly the same. It was a lot of fun watching him getting it working. Hey, BJ, no worry. Going cross-eyed. Yeah. Yeah, definitely if you're on a PC, you don't want the vertical feed. It is a nice model, this one. I quite like it. I wish we could have more old equipment like this one. Like the old TK Bedford or the D Series Ford. I don't know if anyone, only those in Australia, New Zealand, and the UK would probably remember the D Series Ford. What do we want? Yeah, we can definitely grab another couple of loads, I think. One more anyway. Funny, eh? My kids would never know what that handle is for, eh? All they've ever known is the electric windows. It's interesting. These are older vehicles had a vacuum operated windscreen wipers. And so when the engine was idling, the windscreen wipers would slow down because there wouldn't be as much vacuum created by the engine, which would make life interesting when you're trying to go down a hill in the rainstorm. Hey BJ, no, not in Manawatu, sort of in the middle North Island. Central North Island. Top speed of 45 mile an hour. That was about top speed of the TK Bedford too. Yeah, BJs, you got two boys farming just out of Taupo. Well, that gets cold round there. You're in the Naki? Awesome. Nice place round there. I have visited it a few times. And Cher, your doctor said your blood pressure has got better. You still got to take care of yourself. Yeah, definitely. Everyone, you've got to take care of yourselves, hey? Tell you what, there was never much insulation between yourself and the motor. Right there, where the engine is. Not much insulation. Not too bad when it's winter time, but I tell you what, when it's summertime, you would cook. Yeah, yeah, keep warm in winter time, that's for sure. I say not so good in summer though. Oh, awesome, Cher, you got your Kiwi mug? Hope it's all right. You went for the black one. I did actually redo the logo on that because the one I got was very, very dark. I redid the logo on that one, so I hope it's okay. Gotta love these small mirrors. Oh, we got something better here, Cher. It's called jet planes. Very similar to jelly babies, but they're jet planes, which just make them better. And jelly beans are good too with the hard coating. Now, last time I was on the map, someone suggested that I put in a small lime production. So I actually looked up on Mod Hub to see what was available and found one. So I've actually installed it, and now we've got a bit of lime being made, and we've got some stones that we need to make into lime. So just gonna go and sort that out now. Might have been a bit easier if I'd been able to tip it in directly, but it's okay. We'll just do it with the shovel. Definitely having texture problems at the moment. I don't know if it's a driver issue or if it's a Giants issue. Yep, definitely have a bit of weight in it now. So yeah, I got a couple of things myself today from Fourth Wall. That's my online shop. Might just show you guys. I'm a bit undecided about one of them. Yeah, I think from here we want to sort of get to there, and I think we tip it in from about here by there we go. So yeah, just one moment. I can't find the second thing. I've obviously put it somewhere safe. So I did get a beanie. I might put a picture of it up on Discord. I had to reimagine my logo for doing artwork with the needles and stitch work. So wasn't too sure about how it turned out. But I did get myself a book, a notebook, which I think's turned out quite well. It's hardcover. Feels like good grade paper as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that notebook. Might have to start doing bullet journals again. I've sort of got ADHD and I get fixated on things, and sort of during COVID I stumbled across the bullet journals, and got fixated on that for a while and actually made one up, and yeah, that was about as far as it got. But yeah, I might have to start doing it again. There's sort of like a diary, only more oomph to them. So yeah, if anyone's interested to know what I get fixated on, search YouTube for bullet journals. I did have to laugh though. One of the YouTubers was creating their bullet journal at the end of 2019. And she was going on how she was really looking forward to 2020, you know, like 2020 vision and all that. And of course, when I was watching it, this was after the whole big C disease. I won't say it because YouTube might want to censor it a bit. But yeah, the big C disease that stopped the world for a little while. He didn't know anything that was going to happen. Eh? And it was like, yeah, you've got no idea, lady. The world's going to grind to a halt in 2020. Right, so that should stone crusher. Okay, so we haven't got that much. We haven't got space now for any more, unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll leave it at that for now and top it up later. So I'm definitely having fun with the Kinlag series. I sort of had an overall storyline I was working out, but sort of getting into the finer details now, and I've got some decisions I'm going to have to make soon. Careful not to walk into the prongs. Hey, farmer, good morning. Welcome in. Haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're well. And Cher, I hope you can fit a lot of tea into that Kiwi mug. A little bit up and down, but yeah, feeling good. Oh, that's good to hear, mate. Really shouldn't have put this so close to the fence line. You'll take a picture when it's filled. That'll be awesome. Share. May you enjoy many cups of tea in it. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have put it so close to the fence line. Definitely made a lot harder for myself. There we go. Get the words in the right order, and people might think you can actually speak English. Although I'm sure you guys have worked out by now that I can't. I am so hard trying not to resist doing the super strength. It would make life so much easier. You'd like a notebook with my logo? Yeah, I think it's on the store there, Cher. And Tibor Stockton, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Hope you are having a fantastic Wednesday. Hey, thanks AI. Yep, everyone, if you could hit the like button, that'd be great. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to do that too. Doesn't cost anything, helps the channel, and you'll see more of my videos come up on your feed, which would hopefully be a win-win situation. So yeah, sell these beef stock off next month and hopefully make a bit of money out of them. So yeah, could have a bit of money coming next month, so that'll be good. Do have a loan to pay off. So the idea of the story, for those that aren't familiar and new here, is I inherited a butter factory from my grandfather. It needed a bit of work, so I borrowed some money to get the butter factory working. I then leased some land to have cows on them to run a dairy farm so that I could have some guaranteed milk supply for the butter factory. And basically had to borrow a lot of money to get the equipment. So we've started off with quite a bit of debt. Just to give you an idea of how it all works. Yeah, if we come up here, so yeah, basically the 330 is to cover the land lease. I worked that out based on UK leasing of per acre, and then we've got the 500 from the butter factory that we borrowed to upgrade that, and 2 million for the equipment. So we're meeting the repayments and chipping away at the loans too. So hopefully next month we'll have a bit more money to be able to do that as well. Yeah, see, these textures are looking good now. Maybe it's a glass. But yeah, and so basically I'm got this farm set up like a lot of New Zealand farms are set up. The cows are pasture fed and come into the milking shed regularly to be milked. And that's what that trail there, that's what we'd call the cow race. The cows would come up and down that from the fields. And they're actually intelligent. You know, they know when it's milking time. They know how to get to the milking shed. They know how to get back to the paddock. Quite often in New Zealand, you'll see cows wandering up and down a race like that. Usually they're herded in as a pretty much a one big group, but when they're finished milking, they'll usually start wandering back down to the pasture. Yeah, sure, definitely. I think I might actually call it a night there myself. It's been great. I had a busy day at work, so I'm feeling a bit jaded, and I have to admit I was feeling a bit low after looking at that patch and going, "Why did you bother?" Um, so yeah, thank you to everyone that's joined. What I might do is I might find Argsy's stream and redirect everyone to that. Um, so just bear with me while I find Argsy stream.
Situation.
So yeah, he is still busy building his combine harvester. So let's see if I can get sorted. If I can remember how to do this. Okay, that's that one done, and redirect the other stream as well, the main one. Thanks so much there, BJ and Z. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you back again. Thank you to AI for jumping in too. Appreciate it. Great to see you. So where are we here? That's that, and that one up. So when I end the stream, we'll automatically be redirected to Argsy's stream. So feel free to stay on for that. Here's another New Zealand farm simmer. Does some great streams. Is a good friend of the channel as well. So yeah, be sure to check him out. But yeah, thank you to everyone that has joined. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, hey, hit that sub button while you're hitting the like button. If you want to share this video with anyone you think that might enjoy it, feel free to do that as well. And until next time, have a good day, a good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world, and whatever time you're watching this. Until next time, bye.